What's up, y'all? It's the Dashing Dasher. I am back with great news. I am pretty sure I single-handedly affected change at this McDonald's. There's one particular McDonald's that had terrible service. Terrible service. And I've been dealing with it for a long time since I've been doing this. Months and months and months I've been dealing with it. And you walk in, they don't even acknowledge your presence. They turn their back. You have to yell at them to tell them that you have an order. Like the order will be ready. You'll be standing there and they won't even say, "Can I help you?" They won't acknowledge you at all. At all, much less "Can I help you?" You won't even get a hi. You won't even get a head nod. Nothing. And I've been dealing with it forever. So finally, I got fed up. Because, you go in there to pick up your order, the order's ready, and they got you standing there for 5 minutes because they don't want to greet you. So I got fed up, right? There's a number above the kitchen door. I never noticed it before, but the last time I was in there before this time, I did notice it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to call that number. I'm going to call that number. Because it's one thing to leave a review on Google. It's another thing to call headquarters, So I saw the number, which I assume is the headquarters number, but it said, if you have any concerns about service, cleanliness, quality of food, whatever, call this number. Of course, I got concerns about the service, so I called the number. And I told them, I said, listen, this place is the worst of all the places I go. They literally turn their back to you. They don't acknowledge your presence. You walk in, you get nothing from them. You have to yell at them to get your stuff. Literally, I'm not exaggerating, okay? You have to yell. So I told the person on the phone all that. She listened. She heard me out, all of that. And I went in there just now. Now they got an expediter. But yeah, now they got an expediter. They got a little girl in there running the orders and getting those DoorDash orders out pronto. Oh, I love it. I am so happy. It was terrible. And now it's great. I went in there just now. She had my order ready. And I had got a second order right when I got there. And if you know about food delivery, when you get an order while you're at the restaurant, that means that restaurant just got that order too. So you're going to have to wait for it to be prepared. So sometimes I might not even take an order that I get while I'm picking up another order because I know that second order is going to make me wait longer, especially depending on where I am. But this one I took because I was just like, whatever, I'm just taking everything. So I took it and I'm like, all right, I'm probably going to have to wait, but whatever. I prepared myself, but I got in there and I had to wait no longer than I would have had to wait normally for my original order. You follow what I'm saying? Like, this girl was pumping them things out. And it's been horrible in there ever since I first got there. And I think it's kind of ironic that after I call, all of a sudden, they got this person doing their thing. So I'm pretty sure it's because I made that phone call. And I just couldn't be happier, man. Because, yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm not trying to get special treatment. I just want normal treatment. You walk in, how may I help you? I have an order for this person. Okay, here it is. Or it's not ready yet. It'll be out shortly. Something, But now they got it tight. They got their stuff tight now. And I'm pretty sure it's because of yours truly. So anybody who happens to go to that McDonald's, I don't want to call them out, but you have me to thank. You have me to thank that you can grab your order and go. I was thoroughly impressed. Oh man. And I wanted to get her name, but she was so busy getting another order, I didn't even have time to grab her name. By the time I thought about it, she was already doing another thing, and I was like trying to wait. Now waiting for her to come back out, and I was like, let me just go. But I do want to get her name so I can leave a great review about her because she's wonderful. She's wonderful. And that's all we want. Just, for the haberdashers. For the haberdashers. That's all we want. I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for the haberdashers. And that's what we want. Professional service, good service. It doesn't have to be lightning speed, just professional. If the food's not ready, tell me what's going on. Don't have me just standing here looking around, like a knucklehead. So Oh man, I'm just so happy. It's a small thing, but it makes a big difference. And to think that it likely happened because I made that phone call. You know, I don't want to be like, calling, ratting people out, or blah, blah, blah. But I mean, hey, bad service is bad service. And sometimes you got to call it out. And I said nothing for a long time. But finally, I said, all right, I got to say something. If the managers won't handle this situation, I will. And I did. And it changed. And I couldn't be happier. So, I will let you guys know next time I go in there. And hopefully it's the same thing.